Hello, love. I am so glad you are here. Welcome to the Pelvic Empowerment Movement. My name is Dr. Liliana, and I am here because I believe that the pelvis is a gateway, or at least can be, a gateway to your most liberated expression. And so I know what you're probably thinking, like, the pelvis? What's so special about the pelvis? Well, the pelvis actually influences your life on a physical, emotional, and energetic level. And I think we have been done the greatest injustice by our sex ed system, as well as society at large, when it comes to gender norms and sex norms. Societally speaking. So I am here because I want to change the narrative and I want everyone's relationship to their pelvis to be one of empowerment. And you'll see as you start to get into it, empowerment at the pelvis leads to liberated expression in almost every other area of life. So let's dive into it just quickly. This is meant to be a trailer. You've landed in the resource library. My intention is to curate a number of playlists for you to just binge at your own pace. I believe that all education around the pelvis should be free. So I'm going to try to make as much content as possible, and then any embodiment work or one-on-one work you can come pay for and receive. But I want to create as much free value as possible, mostly just because I think it's your birthright and you deserve it. But as I was saying, let's just dive into it quickly. I just want to highlight some ways that your pelvis influences your life and how connecting with this part of your body truly can create it can influence your reality in such a crazy, beautiful way. So let's dive in. Physically, your pelvis, just biomechanically speaking, influences your core, which is a huge one. I don't know how we get away with even basic anatomy or our basic gym class without talking about the pelvis and the pelvic floor. It influences your core. It influences your breathing mechanics, believe it or not. As well as your walking mechanics and just your load distribution. Think of it, it's at the center of your body. It's like your center of mass. It influences so much just in that regard. But then also, the pelvis, as we know, influences our sex, our orgasms, our periods if we have one, menopause if we go through it, as well as conception, pregnancy, birth, postpartum, that whole continuum. So having a sense of awareness about this part of your body influences all of that. And then beyond the physical, there's the emotional. So emotionally, there's the reality that we experience so much emotion specific to our pelvis because of the societal norms. And our pelvic floor, our muscles, just like your traps can hold tension and can store stress, your pelvic floor is another big area of the body that holds and stores unexpressed emotions, typically the ones in the realm of shame, unfulfillment, self-doubt, anger, things like that. And if those emotions go unchecked and unexpressed and just unaddressed in general, it can leave you feeling stuck in your life. Like you'll find that those emotions are hard to navigate through because they're literally stuck in the tissue. But it can also lead to physical symptoms as well. If those emotions never get cleared, it can lead to things like numbness or pain or sensitivity. And then energetically, the pelvic bowl, the pelvic space, is home to your root chakra, which is your energetic space of safety and belonging. It's also home to your sacral chakra, which is the chakra of sensuality, receiving, play, and pleasure, and also your womb space. And your womb space is, and everyone has a womb space, whether you have a physical uterus or not, whether you're man, woman, however you identify, everybody has an energetic womb space. And this is the center point of creation energy in the body. So physically, emotionally, and energetically, there is so much to the pelvis. And when we take the time to really know and understand each of these pieces, as well as to cultivate self-love in all of these areas and learn to listen to what the body's trying to communicate through these centers, when we do all of that, there is so much space for growth and expansion and liberation. And this part of the body is a body that has typically been associated with shame. And when we remove that shame, there is so much room for our authenticity to come online and to be felt and to be experienced by ourselves and by the people around us. So I hope you join me in this movement. You can join the movement at our website. And if not, just binge the free content. I genuinely want you to have it. So like I said, I'm Dr. Liliana. I'm here. This is the Pelvic Empowerment Movement. If there's any way I can support you, please reach out. We offer one-on-one services, in-home services, virtual coaching, as well as, these resources. I'm working on a blog and I'm working on a podcast. So I'm really excited. I'm really passionate about really bridging the gap between the science of pelvic healing and the spirit. So I'm going to use everything I know to support you in your unique pelvic empowerment journey. And yeah, I hope you stick around and get to feel the liberation because of it. I'm sending you so much love, so much encouragement, and I will see you soon. Mwah!